So I wanted to show you how the users have cooperated with us. In this case, it was for the elderly, and to see how they could access their home. This is a video that I'm going to describe myself. These were images granted by a company, a territorial TV, on a local TV channel of Alicante that made a documentary on us. And so first of all, we did a skill test so that every user can answer certain questions and can do certain interaction tests. So for instance, to measure what are my motor skills, for instance. We've jumped a little bit the video. It's maybe if we can go a bit back because it's jumped. The video has jumped. What we are seeing here, meanwhile, I'll tell you, these are people, elderly people, that are using these technological devices in order to control what you've seen, this domotic home. These users had an average of age of 80 years old. She's saying that it's very useful, what I've seen. I'm a little bit old, but I think that I'm going to explain this to my children and grandchildren because it's very useful. And that's at least what I think about it. She says that was the first time she used it and that she liked it. What did you like the most? They're asking her. What did you like? Yeah, I like to be able to put the window shutter up and down, etc. That'll be great. It's like a magic home. They're asking her if she will use it on her everyday life, and she says yes. That, she likes it, and so she'll put a lot of effort and interest on it. This is not for the young people, right? And she says, no, the young people can do things in a different manner. This is better for the elderly. So you like the experience? Yes, I did. Would you like to have these at home? Of course, she says. Of course I would like it. Will this really be a reality one day? Yes, I'm sure it will. So here we've seen how, in this case, it was the elderly that were testing it. Their average age was over 80. There was 9 couples of old people that lived in an elderly home close to where we were, and they had never used technology, no touch screens, no tablets, no smartphones, of course, at all. They hadn't used this at all. And we wanted to show how, by offering more accessible platforms, they will want to use these services, these domotic capabilities that can be included in our homes. And so we thought it was a very successful test because this platform obviously showed that this can be used in practice, that we can use channels, that interaction channels that can make things easier for everyone. And this is what we managed to do with this platform. We also, well, as I said, the solution that we offer is a solution that is global, general, that can be applied in other sectors. For instance, this is another platform, and we try to show how we can apply this in the working environment. And so people will have different devices in the office, like printer machines, fax machines, computers, also other services such as meeting rooms and cafeterias or canteens, where it's important for these people to be able to control, for instance, if there is a machine that sells drinks, etc., drink machine, etc. They need to be able to use it, or other things that are available maybe through the internet, like the Google services that through cloud computing are can be used more often. And so what we tried to apply was to apply INREDIS technology to these services, to be able to control the fax machines, printers, photocopy machines, etc., but also to be able to manage certain services that can be managed through the internet, such as, for instance, the wall calendar, the Google Calendar service. We wanted to be able to apply INREDIS to internet services and to do it, for instance, through Google Calendar. We also wanted not only to control the device, but be able to train people on how to use these devices, which we think is very important. We can train people to use technologies, and in this sense we use this multi-modal game that I showed you before to extract the skill profile of the user, but we've also used it to train people on how to use the technology that is around them, and we've done this through INREDIS. We've also applied this architecture to access leisure services, so that and more customized leisure services that will be offered to me depending on my location, for instance, and of course also interfaces that are easily accessible. Things, for instance, to book a table at a restaurant or to buy theater tickets, cinema tickets. So we have made certain applications, certain apps that are turned accessible thanks to the INREDIS platform.
Y por último, como otro ejemplo de la aplicación de INREDIS.
And finally, to control, we use INREDIS to control a cash machine, a cash point, from one of La Caixa in this case, so that they could access it and use it through the mobile. So they've used, here we used voice recognition technologies in large letters, etc. And these are some examples of what we have done at INREDIS in order to show the versatility of this architecture. And of course now the objective is to be able to apply this platform, this technology to real environments, to be able to use it with commercial technologies so that this technology can be taken to the market. And that would be the next step since the INREDIS project has finished. And without further ado, I'll give the floor back to